It's incredible what some people can pull through or set records for. It seems that even children as young as a year old can accomplish things that we may not have even thought possible here at such a young age. From a piano prodigy to children who keep an amazingly positive attitude despite their situation, here is our choice for 10 of the most unbelievable kids. Number 10. CRAIN Calderar. When CRAIN was just 4 years old, his mother ran away from their home to escape abuse from her husband, CRAIN's father. It's here where CRAIN's life took a drastic, most likely fleeing for the same reason. CRAIN found himself out in the wilderness, and that is where he would live for the next 3 years. Doctors who examined the boy shortly after he was found say it was impossible for him to have lived on his own out there. It is thought that he was raised by creatures like wolves. When he was found, he was very malnourished and suffered from rickets among a few other ailments. Forgetting how to speak, CRAIN would communicate with his emotions, such as getting violently angry when he got hungry. He was kept in an orphanage for a while until his mother, who spotted him in the news, was deemed fit to look after him. He moved in with his mother, her parents, and her 3 siblings. While CRAIN is getting acquainted with the family, especially the youngest sibling, he still has a way to go until he learns how to pick up basic human skills again. From reports today, though, it seems that CRAIN is now living a normal and happy life. Number 9. Isabel Kaplan. When children are born, it's pretty common for them to have almost no hair as they grow it later on in life. But that seemed to not be the case for Isabel Kaplan. Her family was surprised when Isabel was born with a full head of hair, and in less than 2 months later, it had grown much longer and was perfectly coiffed. Isabel's mother, 28-year-old Mackenzie Kaplan, posted the photo of herself and Isabel onto Instagram and Facebook, and the baby quickly became a star online. About a day after posting the photo, Mackenzie saw it quickly spread through the internet with various memes and comments about Isabel's full locks of hair. Mackenzie was curious at how the picture gained fame, but she soon learned it was because of her cousin. He thought the baby with hair looked so funny, almost like a news anchor, that he posted the photo to Reddit. Isabel's grandparents may not be very fond of some of the memes, but Mackenzie and her husband are pleased with the attention and joy it brings others. Number 8. Winter Vanecki. Born in Michigan in 1998, Winter Vanni has made quite a name for herself in the world of fitness and sports. When Winter was only about 9 years old, she lost her father to a very aggressive form of prostate cancer, witnessing what the disease can do to the one she loves, and to make an effort to try and change that. Winter decided to form TeamWinter.org. What this is a non-profit organization that helps raise money towards prostate cancer research and awareness. Since creating the organization, she has raised about $500,000 and is still making plenty more. What's even more impressive than that is her physical endurance. From the age of 5, Winter has been training for plenty of triathlons, and by the age of 9 years old, she had already competed in her first triathlon. She would go on to become the Iron Kids national champion in 2010 and 2011, and eventually became the ambassador for the sport for 3 years. 2011 was a busy year for Winter, as she also won the Annika Inspiration Award. Since then, Winter has had many awards, and she even holds the record for the youngest person to complete a marathon on 7 continents. Yes, that includes Antarctica. She became the youngest person to run the 26.2 miles on that continent at the age of 14. Number 7. Kristina Pimenova. Born in Russia in 2005 and now living in the United States, Kristina Pimenova is a young girl and model who is known for her remarkable beauty. Her modeling career started at 4 years old when her mother, noticing what a beautiful daughter, she had sent in photos to a company known as President Kids. Since making her debut when she was younger, Pimenova has worked for brands like Armani, Benton, Burberry, and many more. She also received recognition when Women Daily magazine called Pimenova the most beautiful girl in the world. Pimenova's family has received some backlash due to the opinion that she is too young to have such modeling photos out at such a young age. Pimenova's mother is the one running her daughter's social media accounts, and expresses that there is nothing wrong with the photos of her daughter out there. She explains that she sees them as innocent and will continue to post her daughter's photos. Kristina Pimenova has no plans to stop her career anytime soon, and it can be expected that bigger opportunities will come her way as she gets older. Number 6. Lu Hao. Lu Hao, who currently resides in China, is just like your average toddler except for one thing. He weighs 131 pounds at just 4 years old. He's about 5 times the size of an average child his age, and when you look at the multiple bowls of rice he eats a day, it's apparent to see how his diet caused his excessive weight gained. Lu Hao's parents claim that their child gains weight no matter how much they try and restrict his appetite. His parents hope to try and incorporate more exercise into his regime, and they also plan on visiting a few more doctors as well. The places they have visited have given them mixed diagnoses, such as one saying he had a tumor in head, while the others said he did not. Doctors do advise Lu how to lose weight, where it will become possibly life-threatening as he reaches his 20s. His parents are hoping they can help their son with his weight problem as quickly as possible. Number 5. Li Xingtsung. Born in Hong Kong, Li Xingtsung, also known as Tsung Tsung, is a child who is a remarkable pianist. After seeking out a piano teacher, Tsung Tsung began taking lessons at the age of 3, and by 5 years old it was clear he was a piano prodigy. He didn't gather any fame, though, until a video hit the internet later that year, and it quickly spread around the world. The video currently has 10 million views and counting. It became such a hit that celebrity Ellen DeGeneres saw it after watching the video. She knew she had to have the prodigy on her show to let others get a glimpse of his glimpse. Currently 8 years old, Tsung Tsung has quite the bright future ahead of him, and he's making sure to try and reach his dreams. He practices about 3 hours a day, and it's only a matter of time until he becomes one of the best pianists of all time. Number 4. Shiloh Pepin. Born in Maine in August 1999. Shiloh Pepin was a child with a rare condition called cyanomelia, also known as mermaid syndrome. This condition is found in about 1 in every 100,000 people and usually becomes fatal after a day or two due to certain complications. Shiloh was born with her lower body fused, and she was missing many basic organs, such as her bladder. Her parents assumed she would only be able to live about 2 months, but she beat the odds to live until 10 years of age while she was alive. Shiloh never let her illness get the best of her, though. She was a child full of life and took on every day with a positive attitude. After her documentary and appearing on the Oprah Winfrey Show, Shiloh gained a ton of supporters on her Facebook page. Shiloh kept her optimistic attitude until she sadly passed away from pneumonia at the age of 10 on September 22, 2009. Number 3. Kalani and Jirani Dean. When Whitney Mayer had Kalani and Jirani Dean on April 23, 2016, she could barely believe her eyes while they happened to be twins. The twin sisters had 2 different skin tones. Mayer's is white, and her boyfriend, Thomas Dean, is black. It's a 1 in 500 chance with interracial couples that they may have a set of twins with 2 different skin tones. Mayer says that almost no one believes the sisters are twins when they're out in public. While the girls look similar, their personalities are completely different. Kalani likes to be loud and move around constantly. She's always exploring her surroundings and seeing what she can get her hands on. Jirani, on the other hand, tends to be quieter and would rather be held and loved instead of moving around. The twins happened to be born just 2 years after Mayer lost her son in a tragic accident. She says the twins are her miracle babies and that they resemble her late son Praven almost identically. Number 2. Gabby Williams. When you look at Gabby Williams, you may think she's only about a year or 2 old. She weighs only 11 pounds, looks just like a toddler, and cannot walk. But here's the thing. Gabby Williams is 9 years old. Gabby has a condition that's so rare it doesn't have a name yet. Her disorder affects her ability to age, and for every 4 years that pass, Gabby only ages a year. When she was first born, Gabby was purple and limp, also had 2 heart defects. She also had a cleft palate, an abnormal swallowing reflex, and was left blind. Chromosome tests came back negative for any known genetic conditions, and doctors couldn't understand what was wrong. While her parents had hoped it was just a possible feeding problem, it was clear that after a few months, Gabby wasn't going to really grow. While Gabby's future isn't known very well, it is thought that researching her illness will be able to help people in the future, like those who suffer from things such as Alzheimer's. Number 1. Ollie Trezise. At only 21 months old, Ollie Trezise has gone through many painful operations in order to help his rare condition, one known as encephaloso. The condition is one where, due to a crack in his skull, his brain has started to grow into his nose. Ollie's mother began to realize something was wrong with her son. When doctors expressed concern over the amount of soft tissue growing on his face, despite the haters, Ollie has stayed positive throughout the whole ordeal. His mother explains that she knows Ollie will probably never look like the other kids, and while she worries that he may be bullied, she will always find him perfect. It's stunning to see how much love and positivity Ollie and his family possess. Do you know of any other astounding children? Let me know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.